Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let Me Just Say This. I'm here with Shon. Shon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, Shon here. What can I say about myself?
You don't have no long intros. Okay? Just say who you are and just say hi.
Okay, well, I'm Shon from Savannah, Georgia. I'm in the Navy, soon to be getting out. I'm ready and willing. I'm so ready. Yeah, just here to talk about some deep topics. Yeah.
Kind of deep. So, today we're going to talk about platonic relationships, like strictly friendship relationships between, at least for straight people, between like the opposite sex. So I think we should start with the story time.
What story?
Of that rumor.
Hey.
Shon, let me just say this. Shon and I were actually friends, right? We had planned this trip to Savannah, okay, for St. Patty's Day. Everything went well, like nothing to report. We get back and then boom, Shon he was acting real weird to me. I was like, he was just not being nice to me. Not being nice to me, but just like not being friendly.
It wasn't on purpose. Yeah, it was a rumor. And, I had to kind of separate myself and see who was saying what. So I had to kind of play it safe.
Yeah, okay, because he is married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that really upset me. So I didn't find out till like 2 weeks later, like a week and a half later after the fact. He didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. So I had somebody else tell me about it. And so I was like the latest to the party, and it wound up being this big like blow up.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like, and I told him, I was like, if I was the first to know, you would be the second. Because I feel like that's weird. I feel like even if you have a friend that, I guess between like guys and girls, it's always like, if you have a friend of the opposite sex, then there probably is something, or there might be something, which I have my own little opinion on that. But I think it was like especially kind of damaging because you're married and I'm like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that to either of us. Like, that's tarnishing two people's reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what sparked this conversation.
Yep.
So I'm just going to ask you your opinion first. And I know the answer, probably, obviously. I'm going to give you the scenario. And this is probably a real scenario because I'm sure your wife has lots of friends, right?
Well, not a lot, no.
How do you feel about your wife having friends that are men, that are straight?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm always the type, okay, like, yeah, I don't mind it, but as long as I know who they are, and we got that introduction of like, okay, I've this has been my friend for a long time now, and I can't just get rid of this friend because I'm with you now. Mm-hmm. And that's understandable because it's the same with me. I have female friends, and I've always made sure that I introduce my wife to them and made sure that there was some type of relationship with them too, because it's like they're gonna be part of my life, and she's part of my life, so it's I feel like that's the only way it will really work, if everybody's on the same page. But
yeah,
if you're not on the same page, it's gonna be a little awkward.
I think there's like a lot of people who think that there's no reason for your spouse or your like significant other to have a friend of the opposite sex, because I guess the idea is that like, why do you need a guy best friend like when I should be your guy best friend?
Yeah.
Which I still believe that there should be separation between your friends and your partner. Like, you still need friends outside of the person you're in a relationship with. But I will say this. I have obviously no issue with the guy that I'm dealing with or the guy that I marry having friends of the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
However, it gets particularly messy if that person isn't trustworthy. And of course, there are lots of reasons why, you would stay with a person like that. But the point is, like, if I have a guy that I'm with and I end up getting married, but at some point he had cheated on me, I might be less likely to allow him to have friends of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But if I feel like your friend is trying to be more than a friend or is like a snake or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then no, they can't be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like we've been friends forever, or like blah, 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 well then, okay, you make a decision. Me or that person.
That is a tough situation. Yeah, because I don't want to put it to where like it's like, okay, because this person cheated, that just means that he'll do it again. Because not everybody does it again. Some people learn from their mistakes. So I don't want you to be like, okay, because he cheated, then now he may be looking at one of his friends as an opportunity too. Nah, because it might not even be like that with one of his friends that's a female. So it's like, if you take your person back after they cheat, it's like, yeah, be cautious, but at the same time, it always circle back to everybody got to be on the same page. You gotta trust your person, and you got to have, and that's why I said I feel like it's good for you to have a relationship with your significant other's friends, guy or girl. Like, you need to. I feel like just like how you cool, they should be cool with you too.
I agree. I think for me, I don't have a lot of male friends. And when I was in a relationship, my ex, he didn't want me to have male friends either.
Yeah.
And his thing was like, well, I know how men think. However, he did have a female best friend. He had two, actually. And I was friends with them. I became friends with them. And obviously not as close, but all of us were cool. I was cool with all of his friends. But I realized later on, or like after, that those were his friends.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of if I'm really tight with his homegirl, that's his friend.
Yeah.
So if things go left, or if he does something, like, she genuinely doesn't owe me any allegiance. And honestly, girls are really petty. So sometimes girls might be your friend, be really friendly, and still be fucking on your man. Oh, that's my bad. I hit the mic. But yeah, and still be, moving shiesty.
Moving shiesty, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, yes, I should meet them and I should know them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it's a red flag if I'm talking to a guy and all his friends are females.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because
where are your guy friends?
Yeah, damn, all of them.
You don't have a mixed friend group?
Yeah.
All of your friends are women?
Yeah, you gotta have some mix in there, because you gotta have different perspectives when you're going through different stuff in your life. It's good to have that female perspective and that male perspective to tell you, because I ain't gonna, most time, 9 times out of 10, the female gonna tell you when you're wrong. Yeah. Sometimes your homeboys ain't really gonna tell you when you're wrong. They gonna you have some that'll tell you when you're wrong, but for the most part, if you got a female friend, she'll tell you if you're wrong. So, yeah,
I think it's also the perception too, because the whole rumor thing that happened, it was a perception. It really wasn't no like foundation for it. It was just like, well, it looks like it could be whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, if and it doesn't necessarily matter what people think. It's just that it's easy for things to get misconstrued. So I'm like, well, for me, I know if I were in a relationship, my male friendships would have a lot more boundaries. But then again, like I said, I don't have a lot of guy friends.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's not that I didn't try. It's just that none of the guy friends. No, I just realized that a lot of the guys who wanted to be my friend, or I was friendly enough with, would always try me. Like there's somewhere, but where it goes from your little sis to but that ass though. There's somewhere where the lines get blurred, and then they try me, and I'm like, yo, I just wanted to be friends with you, and now I can't because you put me in an awkward situation. And then on top of that, I'm like, well, if I'm too nice, that's why I be mean a little bit sometimes. I'd be like, I can't be too nice.
Yeah, to where you think I like you.
To where you think I like you, or there's a chance, or you want to try me, or something like that. Like, no. So I never really was able to do that. Like, my guy friends are homosexual. They not.
Yeah.
They got sugar in their tank. They don't deal with women. So any guy friend that I tried to have that was straight, it just never worked out.
Yeah. That's why it's crazy. Yeah, we're talking about this topic because so my homies, he's a YouTuber. He was just talking about this topic the other day with my cousin. He had my cousin on his YouTube, and they were talking about this. And they gave their male perspective, and I kind of agreed. Yeah. For the most part, if you're an attractive woman, 8 times out of 10, niggas is not really trying to be your friend.
They're not. They're not trying to be your friend.
Yeah, because and other points that they had is because, you know, men gonna be men, and yeah, like I said, if you're attractive, they're gonna try you, even though I guess they were trying to be your friend. I don't know. But yeah, some men, like, yeah, they will do what they have to do to wait until it's their opportunity to, you know, get at you. Like they'll wait years, like
that's
years.
What I'm saying. They're waiting.
Yeah, they'll wait.
Watching. And I think women do that too. I'll say this.
Yes,
women who will see you or see a man, he has great attributes. He treats his woman well.
Definitely.
She sees that, she's watching, and one day when that crumbles or that falls apart, or he decides to go to her, we're about to talk about that actually. He decides to go to her about some issue that they're having, then she can kind of like snake her way in. It's like opening like the door, Pandora's box. That's why you
never tell nobody your business that you got going on in your relationship. It's between you, your person, and God. Not your mama, not your daddy, your best friend, nobody, because the only people who really can work it out is you and your person.
I think in a serious relationship, do not tell people anything that's going on in your relationship.
Yeah, because they never have nothing good to say.
Yeah, they're not gonna forgive them. Like if you decide you're gonna leave that person, then okay.
Yeah.
But if you're going to stay,
yeah, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell a person like me, because I'm gonna hold a grudge, and I remember everything that motherfucker did. So no, I'm not gonna support this. But on the same token, just like what we're saying is, if I was for example, I'm not this girl, but if I were that girl, and somebody were to come to me and was like, yeah, my girl and I, we having issues, and I was moving shiesty, I would use that to my advantage, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and really, I would be so mad if I found out that my man went to his best friend, male or female, but female especially so,
and told them
about some drama that we were having.
But you know, it does happen. It's part of life, because it's like you do want to kind of get it off your chest and
of course
tell somebody.
Go to therapy.
Yeah,
go to church.
Yeah,
don't go to your best friend telling all our business.
Because like you said, some people hold grudges. But to like me, I don't really hold nothing against somebody, because like from listening to older couples, like I love older couples because they always have something wise to say. Yeah, they told me if you got a problem with something that your partner is doing, or y'all got something going on at home, keep it at home.
Yeah.
Because nobody has nothing nice to say, or nothing. Nobody has nothing encouraging to say to try to keep you guys together. Somebody's gonna always have some type of problem with something, because really,
or if anything, they're gonna give you all the reasons why you shouldn't stay.
Yeah, and it's like,
because they're objective.
Yeah. And it's like, it always circles around to like misery loves company. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
they're single.
Yo, homegirls that
They're
can't
single.
ever keep a man.
Do not listen to them.
They
do not.
They're
do
not,
not
looking out for you.
Do not listen. Do not
They're
listen to them.
They're not looking out for you.
They're gonna have you out there.
They want to be where you're at.
Yes. And every relationship comes with bumps in the road. That's part of being in a relationship. You gonna have the moments where it's like, dang, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm tired of fucking arguing. But that's part of the journey. Like, you dealing with a person every day of your life. Like, something's gonna get on your nerves sometimes. Like, this is a whole other person that you didn't grow with. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a whole different person that thinks differently from you. So yeah, y'all gonna bump heads over small shit. But something that I watched this documentary that Oprah and Michelle Obama did the other day. I would take 20 good years over 10 bad years. So really? Yeah, I don't care how many arguments we done been in. All I know is that the good times outweigh the bad. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I don't care.
This is coming from a married man, y'all. Yeah. There's hope yet. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of me and my friends have given up. However, there's hope.
There's hope.
Yet.
Definitely.
Out there. Okay?
I ain't gonna lie. It is. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard for y'all. It's hard. I'm sorry. I talk about it.
Niggas out here.
I talk about it every day. It's
this batch of niggas is the worst I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
In my life.
I'm
only 25 almost.
but
still.
I feel bad for a lot of women because it's like, I don't know.
They just can't get right. I don't understand what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I think what it is the whole social media. Yeah. Basically making it seem like what a relationship is supposed to be.
Well, that's more so for the woman. What a relationship is supposed to be. Women kind of look at social media and be like, you need to be doing this, or you need. I don't like when people say you need to be doing. No, what works for y'all works for y'all. Don't try to.
Some things I think are foundational though. Some things you do need to be doing.
Yeah.
Some things like, okay, you can go on social media if you see a man treating his woman, or if you see anybody treating their partner right. Yes, they should be doing that. Mm-hmm. The whole thing about it.
But don't compare at the same time. Don't be comparing and be like, oh, this is what they doing. No.
Because once you start, comparison is like the thief of joy for real. Because if you start comparing everything, then now all of a sudden you think that you are worth, not that you're not worth it, but I'm saying that you think you're supposed to have something that isn't necessarily for you. It's not meant for you. So you're trying to just take someone else's life out of envy,
because it's like at the same time you gotta be humble and know who your person is.
Yeah.
At the same time, because that couple that you see on Instagram, they can do all that stuff. But,
and they look cute on Instagram, but you don't know.
Exactly. Like you don't know what they got going on behind closed doors, and you don't know. And it's like you know your person and what y'all finances looking like. He might not have that type of money to be doing things that these other people on social media can do.
Get the purple G-Wagon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can't do that. No, baby. You gotta be humble. You gotta be humble sometimes, and you gotta tap into reality. Like this
in your personal reality of what your life is at that time.
Yeah.
But I think it's just people's idea of what a relationship is supposed to look like is skewed because of social media. Mm-hmm. So, certain things that people may deem as acceptable, other people don't. What works for you works for you. Mm-hmm. But there's something, like I said, I feel like are foundation.
Yeah. Definitely.
So the conversations like I think that should be had up front are like this. Like, okay, so how do you feel about a lot of things should be had up front. But friends. Or how do you feel about, finances? Like, those are the type of things that people should be discussing up front, but instead they're discussing all that childish petty shit that gets put out on social media that I think at this point it's just trivial.
Yeah, no, really is that instead of talking about the hard things up front, you tend to talk about the the things that are kind of normal. Like that's not that hard to talk about.
Yeah.
Like you talk about, do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want to have a house?
Yeah.
But nobody's talking about, okay, like credit score, how much debt you in, you know,
the finances talk always jams them up real bad. And on top of that, it's like this whole battle between like who's going to pay for what and stuff like that. I know for myself, and I will speak for myself only, that there are certain things that I need my man to take care of. And that's that on that. But that works for me. I'm not about to project that on anybody else.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Rent. Yeah, rent. rent is a man's thing. Yeah, rent or mortgage or whatever you got.
Depending on how you are. And like I said, it depends on your dynamic. I'm a big believer in relationship dynamics.
Yeah, because it is some boss ladies out here that make more than their man. So if it works for y'all and she can pay the rent.
I'm saying. So if it works,
don't be out here judging because the woman is paying rent. It works for them. It works for them.
Cooking and cleaning and doing everything else. You don't know.
Facts. He might be paying, or he might pay all the other bills and she pay the rent.
That part.
She might pay the electric bill, Wi-Fi, car notes.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork. Part. It's all about what works for y'all.
So
don't worry about what other people got going on because it's not y'all.
Stop going to your friends, please.
Please.
Well, y'all when it's just in the dating stage and y'all getting to know a person, okay, cool, that's fine. But like I said, if you're in a serious relationship or you're married, I say keep it in the house or go to therapy or couples counseling or somebody who is truly going to give you
someone who's not biased.
Yeah.
Someone who's not choosing sides.
Who's actually out to help you grow together and not necessarily apart.
Yeah, because them friend groups will have you out here.
The group chat.
Yeah, them group chats.
The group chats.
Them group chats, boy. Hey.
Yeah.
That's why men don't check their phones right now. They don't check their girl's phone.
I think the thing is, sometimes women go through, or some women, I'll say, are, the type to go through the phone. And it's always this thing of like, okay, I'm scared to go through his phone. My chest gonna hurt. But if men could go through women's phone, y'all would be sick. You'd be sick.
Cause you probably thinking that I'm the best thing she ever had in her life. Whole time she probably telling you, but she telling her homegirls, girl, he really number 2.
Really?
He really number 3.
Really?
That's what I said.
If you would go through the group chat, you would really be hurt. Sometimes I saw this meme that was like, I'm the type of woman that'll let my nigga go through my phone so he know I got niggas. Like sometimes.
Toxic.
I think if you're dealing with a toxic man, sometimes you gotta hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a smidget, not a lot.
Just to humble him.
Just because this is crazy because I had this conversation with my best friend today. I know at this point we're segueing a lot, but it is what it is. I had a conversation with my best friend today, and I was like, there's a lot of women who will stay with a man, regardless of how he's treating her, for a variety of reasons. And whatever, to each his own, stay because of whatever. However, and this is my advice for younger women, I mean, not necessarily me, because when I was young like that, like 21, 22, I was in a relationship. I should have left because I was settling, and also I was too young to be in a serious relationship. However, he was, for the majority of the relationship, he treated me like a princess, so I was fine. But for the girls who are going through all that crazy, toxic shit and still stay, if you're going to stay, push P. If you're going to stay with a man that's really trying to be toxic and on demon time with you, and not in the good way, in the worst way, then you need to match that energy. I feel like match that energy. Don't let someone really play you like that. That one I can't agree with. If you're going to stay,
leave.
I'm not saying to stay. I'm just saying, if you're going to stay, don't let them play you out like that. Don't go out like a sucker like that.
There shouldn't even be no option, because I ain't gonna lie,
people be in love.
Yeah, you be in love, but
you be stuck.
Because if you shoe on the other foot, men, we out. You got one time.
That's the truth.
Men, we out. So
women get no grace. We don't get any like, okay, she didn't mean it, I forgive her. Or here's what I really think it is actually. When men get dissed or like played out by a woman that they stay with, they don't tell anybody. I don't think anybody knows that she
that's
did.
Yeah.
Like if she cheated, he's not telling all his homeboys. Like no,
because nobody will know. It's so embarrassing because it's like, okay, for men, I'm gonna tell you our mindset. It's like, okay, when you got your girl, it feels like you've conquered that woman. Like she yours, she ain't going nowhere. So because most of the time women are more clingy. So it's like, okay, I've done what I had to do to win this woman over. She ain't going nowhere. So when she actually does step out, it's like you feel like somebody just took your whole home. Like it's kind of like
somebody done took my home.
Yeah. No, not hoe. No, I said home, not hoe. Home. Like somebody just came and took the keys and was like, "Nigga, this is my house."
Dang.
That's how I feel.
You know, walked in, somebody else sleeping on your couch.
Yeah, like it's like
somebody else in your fridge drinking your milk.
Yeah, that's how it feels as a man. So it's like that's how embarrassing it is. So that's the only way I can kind of compare it. Like it's so embarrassing. So it's like nobody ever needs to know.
Nobody needs to know. But when we get cheated on, the whole world needs to know.
Yeah, because y'all want to go and tell everybody.
I want guess what Raekwon did?
This motherfucker. Like, no, don't be telling everybody.
The thing is, the person that I have in mind, I don't think she didn't tell the world. And mind you, when I got cheated on, initially, I felt obligated to like tell people because we were together for so long and because everybody knew us together. A lot of people were rooting for us and were in it because I had him like all over my social media. Like we had everything together.
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
Once it was over, I felt like I had to announce it. I didn't. My mom was like, you don't have to. But I did go on my story and I put him on blast. That story was up for about 2 minutes before one of my friends.
She said, take it down.
She was like, yeah, take this down.
Because you showing too much emotion and showing. Because if you let that much emotion show, it's like you kind of just let him win.
Yeah, she was like, he doesn't deserve that energy, and I'm like, you're right, but I just want the world to know how shitty of a person he is.
Because even if the world still knows, somebody's still gonna fuck with him.
Probably the woman he cheated on me with was still fucking with him, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be with somebody who's like that, who moves shiesty like that, then be honest, be fucking for real about it.
That's why
be realistic about it.
That's why I'm so big. I'm like, I don't know, like once you show your true colors, I'm out.
I agree.
I'm telling you that's the best way to go about it because it's like
not everybody has that type of mental fortitude,
But I feel like y'all should try to work to get there because it's like,
of course,
it's the most peaceful way because it's like you could just say bye and because at the end of the day, you showing him like, hey, really. Like, you wasn't that important as you thought you was. Like, so if I can just leave you and just kind of block your number and never speak to you again.
Hey, if y'all know me, I block numbers, but there have only been about 2 times in my life that it was difficult for me to let it go. Yeah. And that's because I really...
Yeah, you really had love there.
I really, yeah. So I was like, okay, well...
Yeah. Now, that was the same way for me too with the last girl. When I first moved back here to Georgia, I felt like I was in love, but it was toxic. But
nowadays, though, I wouldn't put up with a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Younger me, right? Younger me may have because you're learning. Like, and I'm the type of person I have to experience things to really get it.
Yeah.
And so younger me probably, yes, would have dealt with some bullshit. But me now, like the Naya of today, I'm out the door. So if you have me feeling any type of way or if I have to question, like I don't think when you're dating someone or with someone, you should ever have to question or question how they feel about you or any of that. So if there's any point that I had to question it, or you got me feeling weird or bad energy, I have to let it go.
Yeah, because especially because you need to be able to trust them before you get serious with them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
exactly.
I never had the question, but the last person, it was I thought I was in love, and yeah, that was like my first ever like heartbreak for real. Like that one had broke me. Like I was crying like a little girl about that one.
Ain't nothing wrong with crying.
But as a man, you never, that's what you're taught. Like,
yeah,
like when you're being raised like by your uncles and dads and stuff, like we don't cry over no women. Like it's plenty of them out here. And that one had hurt to the core. I don't know why I did. I guess because it was one of my longest. But yeah, it was toxic. And I'm not a person to try to stay with a toxic person. But I thought I was in love. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever kind of settled. I'll never settle again, ever.
Yeah,
don't settle.
For the birds.
Do not settle. Nobody, female or male, do not settle.
Cause next 15 won't come in. I'm like really and truthfully, next 15 won't come in. Mm-hmm. When I think about settling, I just remind myself I could do a lap around my living room right now and have 5 new ones. Mm-hmm. Probably 10. You know what I'm saying? So why should I sit up here and settle for someone who really isn't standing on anything?
Yeah.
And not treating me well or not giving me like what I deserve?
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think this is a good space to close out. Unless you want to keep ranting. Not that you're ranting, but we're just going.
It's pretty good. We didn't get the kind of
what you want to talk about?
Go over the women, but it's whatever.
We're it's good whatever. On that. We don't need to talk about
yeah, because I guess we're gonna just let y'all have it like we always do, because it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. We love y'all, but we're just gonna let y'all have it.
Women can do no wrong.
No, yeah, I know.
We bring life. You can't do shit without us. Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
God is a woman.
It's Mother's Day. I'm gonna let her have it.
Yeah, let me have it.
Because usually at work we be no. Oh my God, no.
Working with him and the others, literally, it's like fighting for your life as a woman. It's like so much. Oh, like he making sense today, but usually he be in that manosphere shit.
I think because I've been in the house for so long, I can think straight.
Yeah,
I just been alone.
Because when it's kind of contagious when you're around other people who have that manosphere mentality, and you kind of cling to you a little bit.
Yeah.
I realized a lot of the dudes that I dealt with that wasn't shit also had or were like, weird. Also, were in the manosphere a bit, and I'm like, it makes sense.
But it's like you kind of got to be there because like women, y'all gonna be there for yourselves too. So it's like if I'm not gonna be there for men, then who will?
I mean, but it's not about being there for each other, but it's more about the fact that it's just like we hate women. Like they hate women so much.
Nah, I done heard way worse about men. Y'all don't blame y'all. They don't blame everything on the men, saying men is the reason why we're in why we had COVID.
Let's talk about it though, because no, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, wait a minute.
If y'all would have stayed at home and wasn't outside smiling in people's faces, then you wouldn't have gotten it and been spreading it all over the place. And you're the reason why COVID went as wild as it did. Should have stayed in the house.
I was in the house and I still caught COVID. Like I caught COVID like 3 times. Like
I got it once. I was with my ex-boyfriend. We was in the bed, like sick and tired.
Yeah, just tired.
He mad at me about it. I'm like, bro, what did I do? I was in the house.
Yeah, it was getting mad. It was like I didn't do nothing. Like I'm right here next to you.
I got it from you. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we can end on that segue.
Well, yeah. This was actually very funny. I didn't expect it. We had a plan.
I expected this to be this funny.
We had a plan for what we were going to talk about, and then we just digressed into everything. But I hope it was enjoyable.
We still kind of covered everything, though.
So.
We covered everything.
Yeah. Do you have any parting words or any advice for anybody?
Oh, dang! I was just
who's trying to get married too, because you've been married for how long?
Coming up on 2.
Coming up on 2 years? Okay. Any marriage advice for all those people who want to get married? Or who are looking to find their person.
Like I said the first time, get the hoe out for fellas. Get the hoe out.
And women.
Yeah, y'all too. Because if you ain't ready, you need go ahead and get the hoe out. Don't try to come into it and you ain't done getting the hoe out. Because you will have a wandering eye. 2, talk about everything. Don't go ahead and talk about everything up front. Finances, debt. Talk about everything. What you want out of life. What she wants out of life. Let me see what else. Make sure that your significant other is in tune with your family, because that can make or break you too. Your significant other needs to be at least cordial with your family.
Yeah.
No, fuck cordial. They need to be. That's their family from now on.
Yeah, they need to be family.
That's their family.
I always found it weird if the significant other wasn't like with the family. Like, you a weirdo. Something wrong with you.
Because it can, like I said, it can make or break you for real. Yeah. So make sure that y'all, in tune with the family, because there will be moments. And you got to prepare for it. And sometimes it may come down to you defending your significant other versus your family.
Yeah.
Because your family might not be...
Terrible place to be.
It is. Just be mentally strong, man. And being there for your significant other at all times. Because at the end of the day, it's y'all two against the world. Because... Y'all gonna create a dynasty and make a family and make your own family, and hopefully y'all can create some success and have some generational wealth.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So being with your significant other and sticking together no matter what.
Unless it's something really bad, then go ahead and get a divorce. Prenups are great. Post-nups are also amazing.
Yeah, unless it's really bad.
Read up on it.
Yeah.
Not that I know. I give all this relationship advice. No successful relationships under my belt. But the thing is, Jay told me that I have experience. So that is why.
Why is Jay not in it?
Jay is
Is she toxic? Because I really like Jay, because the vibes that I get from her, I'm like, this, like, she seems like a nice woman.
Jay is a nice woman. Jay is not toxic. She is also a lover girl.
Okay.
The thing is, Jay is, I think she gonna listen. I think that she's in a transition into finding the love within her life. I'm not gonna say the love of her life. I would hope so. But I'm just saying she's in a space of like new love. And so, in the beginning, I would say, like, give it 3 months. Okay, you got 3 months of cupcake for real. If you can make it through 3 months and not see any significant red flags, or have anything really come up, 3 to 4 months, then I think it's a go.
Yeah.
But by that time, a lot of the times, problems start to rear their head. And I just told my mom today, I was like, yo, protect your heart. 4 months. Don't get caught up in the bliss.
Yeah.
Because shit will start to pop up. And if you can't make it past 4 months without it being, a problem or something popping up that isn't very kosher, I don't know if it'll last.
But at the same time, ladies, do not make everything bigger than what it has to be. Because I know some bitter women, and because of other dudes that they've dated in the past, they done messed up their opportunities with somebody that kind of would have worked out for them, but they're so used to
self-sabotaging is a thing for sure.
Yeah, you self-sabotaging yourself, because like you're comparing this new person that you're talking to what other niggas did to you.
Oh.
And it's like, now you just kind of push this new person away when he
I
could
just
have
talked
been the
about
one.
this. Actually, I talked about this.
He could have been the one
in episode 11, the triggers episode, when I was saying like certain things or certain actions that you have stem from trauma that you didn't deal with, and if you let it fester, if you don't deal with it, then somebody else is gonna have to suffer. That it really had nothing to do with them, or they didn't, deserve that. And you can really put yourself in a situation where you're pushing away someone that could be good for you.
Yeah. You probably just be vocal about it. Just be like, hey, like, can you not do that because it triggers me.
Right, but don't bring up that person every time. Well, my ex did this. I hate that.
Yeah, don't do that every time. My ex. I
don't want to hear it.
Yeah, because then it's gonna be like,
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, all right, now you just
talking about him too much.
Yeah,
go work it out.
Or you basically saying that I'm him, like,
right, or like the comparison thing, like, still, no.
that's trash because once I'm a firm believer. Hey, once it's over, it's over. I'm never gonna talk about you again. I'm basically like, after we break up, you're basically dead to me. Like, I don't even know that you're alive anymore. So it's like,
yeah, people who are like friends with their exes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't know how. I don't know because all of mine are blocked.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Even if it was a good breakup, there's no such thing as
ain't no such thing as a good breakup. Basically, what I'm hearing from breaking up is that I'm not good enough for you. And that's basically what you're telling me to my face, like,
unless it was your fault.
Yeah,
maybe you're not good enough.
Yeah, but I never did anything to where it was just like it was my fault. Cause I don't know, like I'm nonchalant as fuck and I be chilling. So it's like I never really cheated on a girl. I cheated the last one because she cheated first. So that's the only time.
You one of them.
That's the only time.
I was like, tit for tat.
I was like,
noted.
Yeah, I was like, no, you ain't finna do me like that. No.
That's what. See, but didn't I say that? If they playing you out, you better.
As I said, this is the one. That's the one.
That is toxic.
Yeah, that's the one person that I was like, I felt like I was in love, so I was like, I need to get my get back, and it was like,
that's the worst way to get your lick back too. Because let me just say this: when I got cheated on, I didn't think I wanted to cheat back. I was trying to kill that man, but the thing is.
She shows me every day.
I am a little bit insane in the membrane. I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, some people get their lick back by cheating. Some people keep cars. Some people,
just block.
Some people are the lick back,
and
that's it. But if you're gonna do it, just push P. If somebody try to boss up on you, you need to boss up even bossier.
Yeah.
And so I really hope when you cheated with somebody that was finer on another level. Because I'll be damned if my man cheats on me and it's somebody that's not even up to par. Now I'm really insulted. Like, come on. Yeah. If you cheat on me, you got to cheat with Beyonce or somebody. Like, be for real. Be for real.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough. We're rambling. I need something to eat. So, all
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my spill on when you're ready to settle down and talk.
We done already skipped over that. You can't close out.
I didn't want to just end on cheating.
No. Okay.
Cheating. No. Didn't want to just end on that.
Well, no, we can end on a positive note. To end on a positive note, love is a beautiful thing. Relationships are a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And men need women and women need men.
We all need each other. We all love each other. We coexist. And when you find a person that's right, then they're right. And it's beautiful and it's blissful. There's still hope. But as you have heard through this whole conversation, there's a lot of obstacles in the way.
Yeah. You're gonna go through a lot of stuff in your life.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, somebody will come and you be like, I love you.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that moment. I can't wait for that moment.
The real I love you, not the watered down I love you.
Yeah.
I think I love you.
I love you. Like with like LUHHH.
Yeah, like I love you, like
yeah.
You ain't going nowhere or I'll kill your ass. You want
a kidney.
Yeah, do you want a kidney? Like
Yeah. Yeah. All right then. If you don't follow the Instagram, go ahead and follow the Instagram, okay? Everything will be in the bio. Listen, we're always here for you. I'm so happy to be back on the mic with you guys. Until next time, have a good one.